Hello students, in my previous lecture I discussed about the volumetric strain due to a single direct stress. Now I am going to discuss about volumetric strain due to three mutually perpendicular stress system. So here I am considering a three-dimensional object which is subjected to three tensile stresses sigma x, sigma y and sigma z in three mutually perpendicular direction. This is the equation of volumetric strain for three mutually perpendicular stress or three mutually perpendicular tensile stresses. That is del V by V equal to eta 1 plus eta 2 plus eta 3. I discussed in my previous lecture. And this eta is the strain. The standard formula for eta will be sigma by E, stress by E. And I discussed about the Poisson's ratios also. The Poisson's ratio is the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Now if we consider any direct stress which produces a strain in its own direction and an opposite strain in every direction at right angle to this, then we get some equations for longitudinal strains. Here if we are considering that the stress or the strain in x direction as the longitudinal strain and other strains are the lateral strain, in that condition the longitudinal strain for the sigma x will be eta x minus eta y minus eta z. So it will be sigma x by E minus sigma y by me, that is 1 by m, or according to Poisson's ratio, minus sigma z by me. So here the equation of eta 1 will be this. Similarly, if we are considering eta 2 or the strain in y direction as the longitudinal strain, so in that condition the longitudinal strain will be the equation for the longitudinal strain will be this. And similarly in z direction, if we are considering the strain as the longitudinal strain, in that condition the equation will be this. So these equations are generally known as the general equations of Hooke's law. According to these equations, we can find out the value of volumetric strain. Here is the equation to find out the value of volumetric strain or the equation of volumetric strain. If we put the value of eta 1, eta 2 and eta 3, or the equations of eta 1 and eta 2 and eta 3, we will get these equations for eta v. So this equation is representing the volumetric strain due to three mutually perpendicular stress system, and the sum of these three mutually perpendicular strains, eta 1 and eta 2 and eta 3, this called the dilatation, and it representing the change in volume per unit volume. If the sign of the stress is changed, like if we are considering here all the stresses are tensile stresses, if any of the stress is compressive stress or any of the stress is opposite stress or in opposite direction, in that condition we can find out the equation by changing the sign only. If we are considering the sigma x equal to sigma y equal to sigma z is equivalent to sigma, so the resulting strain will be eta 1 equal to eta 2 equal to eta 3 is equal to eta. This is the common strain. This is generally the condition of hydrostatic tension. So in that condition the value or the equation of the volumetric strain will be this. The volumetric strain will be represented by this equation only. Here I am taking an example for better understanding of this condition, volumetric strain due to three mutually perpendicular stress system. So here I am considering a steel cube block. You can see in this diagram a steel cube block of 40 mm side. Each side is of 40 mm, and this block is subjected to three mutually perpendicular forces here, 10 kilonewton, 8 kilonewton and 12 kilonewton along x, y and z direction. But you can see in this diagram two forces, 10 kilonewton and 8 kilonewton are tensile forces, and this force in y direction 12 kilonewton is in compressive, or this force is compressive force. So I told you in my previous slide, if we have any stress in opposite direction, like if we are considering some forces or some stresses tensile and some forces are compressive forces or compressive stresses, in that condition we can find out the value, or we can find out the equations of strain or the volumetric strain by changing the sign only. We can consider here the tensile stress or tensile force as positive and the compressive stress or compressive force by negative. Here we have some values, another values to solve this problem or to solve this numerical. Here we have the value of E, we have the value of mu, and we have to find out here the change in volume of the block. So our first step to find out the change in volume of the block, our first step is to find out the area of each side. So here we have the value of the dimension of each side, so we can find out the value of area of each side, 40 into 40. So this is the value of area, 1600 mm square. We have the forces in each direction, x direction, y direction and z direction. So we can find out the stress here, sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. So these are the value of sigma x. Sigma x is tensile stress, sigma y is compressive stress and sigma z is also tensile stress here. Now we have the values of stresses in x and y and z direction, sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. Here we are considering tensile stresses as positive and the compressive stresses as negative. So to find out the value of eta 1, eta 2 and eta 3, we will consider this sign convention only. So if we are considering to find out the value of eta 1, we have to consider the stress, the strain in x direction as the longitudinal strain and another strains as the lateral strain. So the equation for this eta 1 will be this only here, sigma y as the negative and sigma x and sigma z as the positive. So this is the equation of eta 1. If we put the value of sigma x, sigma y and sigma z here and the value of 1 by m, that is equal to mu, so we can find out the value of eta 1 here. Now to find out the value of eta 2, we have to follow the same sign convention. Sigma y will be negative here because this is compressive stress, so we will consider here negative. So eta 2 as the in the strain in y direction as the longitudinal strain and another strains are the lateral strain. So this will be the equation, the minus sigma y by E minus sigma z by me minus sigma x by me. So if we put the value of sigma x, sigma y and sigma z and 1 by m, we will find out this value of eta 2. Now eta 3, we will follow the same concept. We will consider the strain in z direction as the longitudinal strain and another strains as the lateral strain. So the equation will be sigma z by E minus sigma x by me plus sigma y by me. So if we put all the values here, we will find out the value of eta 3. We have the values of eta 1, eta 2 and eta 3 here. To find out the volumetric strain, we have to put these values of eta 1, eta 2 and eta 3 in this equation. See the equation, the general equation for volumetric strain, that is eta v equal to del v by v equal to eta 1 plus eta 2 plus eta 3. But here the sign convention for eta 2 is negative here. Why? Because of compressive force. So the value or the sign convention of eta 2 will be negative here. So if we put all the values here, we can find out the value of del v by v. But we have to find out the change in volume only. We have the volume, we can find out the volume here also. So if the value of del v by v equal to 1.5 by E, so if we multiply volume in this, we can find out the value of del v. So volume will be 40 into 40 into 40 into 40, that is the volume 40 cube. So with this we can find out the value of change in volume. So I hope you understand. You can with this numerical or with this problem, you can easily understand the volumetric strain due to three mutually perpendicular stress system. Thanks for watching the video and subscribe the channel for more lectures.